This is Carl with the three things to watch for Thursday, June the 5th. Starting out at the end of yesterday, we did see a fair amount of risk premium coming back into the market, futures gaining on that. This is coming from weather in the United States, mostly concerns over the ongoing wet conditions in the Eastern Corn Belt, drier in the West. Now we're hearing some talk of a ridge potentially setting up. I don't think we see a huge amount of risk buying coming in immediately, but it does appear as though there is enough uncertainty on this crop that you may start to see a little bit more risk buying interest, especially with values as low as they are. To extend coverage in today's market from a buyer would be a prudent move. Concern is you don't know what's going to happen on the other side on the demand, and that's what's really holding up some of this risk buying in the market. One thing that's going to help, my second thing, U.S. soybeans now cheaper than Brazil. Out of the Gulf, soybeans falling below Brazilian values. Brazilian values firmed up mostly, and soybeans in the U.S. continue to decline, and low prices cure low prices. So maybe we'll buy some business with this cheaper soybeans. Tariffs, compensating for that. The captive market that we typically sell soybeans to aren't going to see that huge tariff cost either. The big wild card is if this will attract China in. Now is when China typically does start layering in some new crop business. So with our break-in futures, we'll have to see if when China finally starts to do that. And of course, it's Thursday. The third thing today, weekly export sales. Corn, expect a big number, over 1 million metric tons. We had some flash sales on corn over the past week. Soybeans expected to come in between 100,000 and about 500,000 metric tons, and wheat expected to be about 500,000 metric tons for the week. So a good week of sales expected, but nothing really, nothing really extravagant. Tis the season. A little bit of a caveat I'm going to throw in there. The U.S. dollar. We got to watch that today. U.S. dollar really fell yesterday. We're back below 100 on the index. That's starting to be a little bit more of a factor here, the dollar, not just for commodities themselves, but it is really starting to dictate the outside markets and especially that safe haven buying. We've started to see a little bit more of that. Yesterday afternoon, gold started to creep up on that buying, and it did support corn, soybeans, and wheat. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that develops more as we move forward. Those are the things I'm watching today.